crack.
Hello and welcome to Between Two Cracks. I am Francis Peck. This is my friend Karl from the cemetery, and this is the first time we're trying out this format in which we'll be roasting 50 grams of beans in one go and discuss hobbies, passions. In this case, Karl is also a musician. So we'll have that as the topic. We have
That's right.
Yeah, sorry, Karl. You can introduce yourself also.
I'm Karl. I'm quite the music fan. I love to listen to music, and I also play saxophone already for, I would say, more than 20 years. Yes, it's been quite a while. But I love to play, and so I will maybe play a little bit later. Who knows?
Who knows? So part of the concept is also that while we're roasting, oh, that wasn't intended. We already have some beans in the popper. But so while we're roasting, when the first crack happens, the guest gets to decide when we stop cracking, when we stop the roast. And then we have an immediate taste of those beans. And during that time, when the first crack has happened, I'll start with asking embarrassing questions to try and motivate our esteemed guest to stop the roasting. I personally prefer lightly roasted coffee. So let's get cracking.
Let's get cracking.
Okay. So, how did you get into music exactly?
Well, music is. I started music when I was, I think, 8 years old, back in the music academy in the town I grew up in. And it's. I always doubted to play whether saxophone or drums, but I was super passionate about saxophone because I knew this kind of theme from the Pink Panther. So that's how I got into it, and I was happy to start that kind of.
Is it difficult to have a career like a musician?
Well, we can see that. Yeah, we got chefs on.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a professional musician, but I've heard from many friends of mine who are professional musicians that it's difficult, I think, to get your get started, get yourself into the scene, because there's a lot of people who play music.
Not to interrupt you, but if you want, we can have a look
We can actually.
and see how it's still kind of yellowing now.
Yes. It's going a little bit darker now. I think it's starting to have a little color.
So did you ever roast coffee yourself before?
Well, I actually did start up a little roastery experiment. That was when I used a pan. I used a normal cooking pan, and I roasted the beans for several minutes until I thought they were ready. And I just used a cooking utensil to stir with it. It's not like I had a fancy gadget classic, so it was different.
Okay. So you do always have to be careful while roasting. This is why I now have from a sponsor this fire blanket. Very important in this kind of devices, and
Yeah.
the shafts always are a substance that can easily catch fire.
Yeah. Talking about fire, I'm gonna put some extra wood on the fire.
So we still haven't heard any outlier cracking.
Oh, we're still actually waiting for that timing to happen.
Or are we talking too loud? That,
Well, I'm pretty sure it's not. It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, I would also think so. But I lost track. Oh!
Yeah, we do have one. We had a crack right there.
Oh, so this is where I start with the embarrassing questions that I shouldn't say too loudly. Like for example, do you still sleep with a stuffed animal?
Well, if by stuffed animal you mean something fluffy and nice next to you, no. But I do like to sleep with, a nice firm pillow. It's always nice to sleep with someone else as well. Of course, my wife is always next to me, so that's great.
That's very good. Do you ever cry during a James Bond movie? I mean, those are very emotional movies. No Time to Die.
Yeah. I think.
Ah, you do cry. You cry during the movie.
No. I think I may have cried about the memory of a movie because I think in Casino Royale there's a scene where they go to Venice.
Yes.
And we both have a.
I'm not asking embarrassing enough questions. What has been the most embarrassing movie?
I think.
Is that already second crack that we
I think we should stop because
Stop the crack.
Stop the crack.
Stop the
Stop the
crack.
crack.
The sink, the heater. Oh, quickly before we let's get it all in there.
Let's get in there.
Okay.
Let's start with the. Maybe do it here.
Yeah, this thing, but this will be hot. Okay. Oh, we got rid of that. Okay, this will be super. Yeah. So you see, you do get a little bit of a mess.
Yeah. You don't want these beans in there?
You can add them. This is the nice thing about doing the series between two cracks, roasting at somebody else's place. I mean, I don't have to do the cleanup afterwards. So you can see, well, it's already, oh, that's still a little bit hot, so we'll have to cool that a little bit before.
They'll be quite hot, It's when you take your beans straight out of the gadget.
I mean, this is a moment maybe to get some accompanying notes.
Yeah, to get some cues out. Yeah.
When we've cooled the beans, you get to decide whether you want to grind them or press out the espresso. Just perfect. This
was just
the cooling down. The cooling down was really perfect.
They often refer to this as also a cooling down serenade. So it's actually not a thing that I invented, but it's actually something originally done here in this scene.
So we'll weigh 7 grams now. Okay.
So while doing that, I just want to point out that I have seen him struggle with the heat of the beans. So I do want to, actually caution the audience that don't try this at home. Actually try this at home, but
with a fire blanket.
With a fire blanket, and also perhaps watch out that your beans are not too, hot and actually you can get burned. I mean, I've witnessed already.
Who's you talk about?
I mean,
Is it another
There are a
friend?
lot of people who are grinding, who are roasting and grinding. It's not you. I mean, it's not only you.
But indeed, I have also.
For instance, I have at the office. There are a few people who started watching Francis's movies, and they're starting to roast, and they're super excited. And someone told me, yeah, I touched one of the things, and there you go, the finger was all red.
Yeah, you do really kind of have to be careful. So now we'll get to taste how this is like immediately after the roast. Now, I'm not the first to actually do this. There has been in the Barista Championship one of the participants that went for this option. Karl, if you want to have a smell, we can still perceive.
Wow, yeah, that's nice. I would say, if I wouldn't know any better, I would say that just smells like nocciola, like hazelnut.
So you get to prepare.
So this is actually a newly bought item here for the DeLonghi. As you can see, it's brand new. I mean, out of the box.
So
yeah,
the only thing that we're missing is the tamper, I guess.
I will get the tamper. Just hold for a second.
And what I also didn't bring was my little distribution tool. Actually, the original idea was to use the flare again. And I went traveling without the mammometer. I mean, who goes traveling without their mammometer?
I have a question for me. Like
you keep referring to this person. I don't know who that is.
So Francis, when you use this kind of pressing, temper, this is probably the cheapest one you can get on the market.
Well, this is actually the one you get with the DeLonghi, so that makes it very cheap. But let's say not ideal. Now, actually, it's quite. Although we have 7 grams, it's really only a very tiny layer, let's say. So, okay, let's see how this turns out. Let's move the popper and get the DeLonghi.
I'll just get DeLonghi back on track because he was a little bit going on standby.
He went sleeping.
Yeah.
Too much time. Mm-hmm. Okay, so ideally you would want to preheat it, your cups and everything, but I mean the taste. Well, it's more to, let's say, it's to experiment. Of course, let's get the way.
We could maybe turn it around.
You can have the honor of pressing the start button.
All right. So, are you guys ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Single shot.
Yeah.
There we go. So now is the time where you kind of deep dive on your knees and go. Oh, and yeah, it looks pretty good actually.
We will be able to. I don't know whether we'll be able to enjoy some coffee, but we'll be able to taste it.
It goes actually pretty fast, I would say. If I wouldn't know any better, Francis, this looks like a good start for an espresso.
Yes, if you let it rest like a few days, then that will probably have quite a mature and nice espresso taste. But now just, enjoy the experience. When you're on this kind of coffee enjoying course, you have to try out very lightly roasted, very darkly roasted, everything in between 2 cracks, and also very freshly roasted. So Karl, how does this taste for you?
It's not bad. It's good. It's actually, I think it's a bit on the sour side, which is something we would expect from freshly ground beans. And yet again, I think they are actually definitely not roasted too little. I think the taste is quite intense.
Yes, I think that it's definitely not a dark roast.
I wouldn't go too much darker though.
In my earlier experiment with doing this direct espresso making, after uh, after the roast, I perceived the vegetable kind of notes much more quickly. Now
Yeah.
this is enjoyable, much to my surprise. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being my guest, Karl. We'll meet
Thank you,
each other
Francis.
again at the cemetery, I guess.
I'm pretty sure I'm always there, you know.
Bye.